Pepsi created a commercial that showed on how they made Crystal Pepsi. The commercial was created in 1993, same year the product was launched, but they never aired it to TV. They didn't talk about it much. If you ask Pepsi executives about it, they'll simply say, that commercial was just something scrapped, nothing unusual. They will refuse to answer any additional questions about it. 20 years later, I discovered a VHS tape version of the Pepsi commercial in my attic of the house. Why would it be in my house, all of the places? The house was previously owned by a Pepsi executive, so it makes sense that he would have left it behind by mistake. The tape was labeled Crystal Pepsi commercial, not suitable for airing. I had a VHS player, so I played it. The commercial started by showing a factory in an undisclosed location. The Pepsi factory building was in the middle of a field. There were no streets, no signs of civilians whatsoever, which was very strange. The camera went into the factory and showed a cheery man who was well dressed in a suit. He said, "Hi there, you want to know how Crystal Pepsi is made? I'll show you how Crystal Pepsi is made." This is where the commercial takes a gruesome turn. The next scene shows numerous people chained to a wall. They were wearing a backpack with the mysterious liquid inside and was labeled flavoring. They tied the people down to a conveyor belt. At the end of the belt was an enormous meat grinder with a tank nearby. The horrified victims screamed out of pure agony as the factory was filled with the undescribable sounds of grinding meat and crunching bones. And all the workers stood back and watched them with the satisfied smiles on their faces. As this scene of pure evil appeared to be their favorite form of entertainment for their sick minds. After all the victims were fed enough through the grinder, chunks of red meat that closely resembled beef were deposited into metal carts. By now, the only worker left was a man with gray hair, wearing a red apron. He started laughing hysterically as he watched human meat squirt out of the pipe and into the carts. The cart had their own containers dumped into the tank. The tank huffed and puffed as it poured out a surprisingly clear liquid into the Crystal Pepsi bottle. The cheery man was in the suit picked up the bottle, took a swig, and said, "There you go. That's how Crystal Pepsi is made. If you want to be a Crystal Pepsi, call this number." Brrr. I blocked out a number for a reason. I was confused after viewing the commercial if Pepsi really made out of human meat. Why wasn't this reported in the news? Why in the world would a commercial like this would be ever made? What kind of sick freaks would make this? Unfortunately, I may never know the answer to these questions.